Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about something pretty serious, and that's going to be the Cody Ko allegations that have just been levied as of recent. Now, if you don't know what's going on, or if you don't know who Cody Ko is a pretty popular commentary YouTuber. I say commentary YouTuber with asterisks because I'd say he kind of fits in the same lens as like old H3H3, sort of, but probably a little less extreme as old H3H3. And I've been a fan of his content for a while. I love Tana Mongeau, I love Noel, I love Cody. I've loved their content. I think their content's pretty entertaining, pretty fun. I used to watch them a lot back in the day, maybe not a lot now, but still I loved watching their stuff. Now, recently there have been some allegations levied against him, essentially by Tana Mongeau, however the fuck you say it. I don't know how to say her name, okay? Years of saying her name and I still can't say it, okay? I don't know what it is. Essentially, she admitted in a live event, it was like a Q&A with her at like a big live event. I don't fucking know. She was asked the question, what was the smallest dick you've ever had? And she answered with Cody Ko, and then expressed that she was 17 when he was 25. I'll play the clip for you guys just so you guys can actually see it and get an understanding for it, and then we'll get back to it.
Who's the smallest dick you've ever had sex with?
Oh my god, do no one look at me, Cody Ko. Delete the videos. I can say that. I was literally 17. I can say that. What? Sorry. Delete the videos.
And that's not right. That's not correct. I know now. I was 17 at the time, 18. Like, that's not what you do. But at the time, it was just like, oh, you think I'm this, and you're treating me and calling me all these names and treating me really horribly and like using me for a lot of money and like.
If you're gonna say I'm cheating, okay, I'm gonna cheat.
And it's like, if you're using me for mad money and making me buy hella shit for you and like, you know, forcing me to fly out to you just to be like super emotionally and like psychotically abusive, like shit, okay, bet. And so I started kind of hooking up with other people. Shout out JC Kalen, shout out Cody Ko.
Don't.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, guys, I guess that's it. I guess Cody Ko is evil, right? No. Like any logical person who watched these clips, you're probably wondering, where's the proof? And newsflash, we don't have any proof. So I don't want to be a dick to anybody involved that is seeing this or noticing this. It's fine to be skeptical of what's going down and what's happening. Another thing that people showed that was kind of sketchy was a old clip of Cody and Tana sitting in a room, and they were kind of flirting. It was like a video of those two, and they were flirting a little bit, but at the most, he looked at her ass when she walked by. She walked right in front of his face. It's not a crime to look at a person's ass, okay? I'm gonna be real here with you.
All right, so
That's a minor one, though. I mean, you know, he's looking. Looking isn't illegal.
But the real big question that I have for this entire thing is we need proof. We need something to show proof for. We can't just sit here and say Cody is a creepy little pedo without proper evidence and proof. I'm so sick of these channels and these T channels and all these other stupid people who essentially jump on the train to just break it down like as if he's a creep and he's a creepy guy simply because she said it happened. Yeah, Tana, the one who's known for making up random story times, like saying she was fucked with a toothbrush.
He fucked me with a toothbrush.
Guys, let's be real here. Do we really trust Tana Mongeau for proper and real shit? Do we really trust Tana with serious allegations, especially allegations that involve, you know, pedophilia and creepy behavior, okay? I just don't even know what to say to this information. Do we really trust this person who has nothing? If she's gonna levy a large allegation against Cody Ko, then she needs to provide at least a screenshot of a relationship happening, but we have nothing. We don't have anything, and we shouldn't even be jumping to conclusion. But there is one thing that I think matters more than this, and it was the fact that in Cody Ko's subreddit, there have been people talking about a specific friend of Cody Ko's that could possibly be a R word. I mean, I'm not gonna say it, the big R-A-P-E, you know, R word, the big one, okay? One of his best men from his wedding is a guy known by Colby, and this guy went to Duke. Now, I don't want to go down the entire article of the entire court case. If you guys want to see that article or someone read through it, I recommend watching Turkey Tom's little video about it. He talks about other allegations. He has a timestamp in it where he talks about the Cody Ko allegations. He kind of just runs down it a little bit, doesn't really go into the extremes, but he does read off this article, which I think is very important to read. To summarize the article for you guys and to kind of understand what is going down, essentially, this Colby guy was accused of the big R word towards another female student. student. Now, the female student sued the school because she believed that they handled it improperly. And I want to make this very clear that SA allegations and SA victims, it's really hard to win a court case. When the first court case initially happened, it was really hard to win it. But the big issue was that she was not willing to cooperate, which is just why the school wasn't able to convict anybody or get anybody in trouble. So hence why a second court case happened where she tried to take them to court for handling the situation poorly. And this one got dismissed as, no, we didn't handle it poorly because we don't have enough to convict these people. But the judge at the end did agree that they feel like these boys were assholes. There was video evidence that Colby showed to the court to basically just say, I am at fault for this. I did record this that happened that night. Essentially, we don't know what happened, if she was R-worded or not. We have no clue. But I think it's safe to say that this guy probably is an asshole. And the big question mark is whether or not Cody really is aware of this, if he's aware of what went down, if he's aware his friend is a kind of an asshole, maybe a bad person, possibly. We have no clue. That's the big question mark that I think should really be asked, because being friends with a guy who could have possibly been a part of an actual, you know, R-word, that's pretty bad, okay? That's a pretty bad situation to be dealing with, but I don't know. It's a big question mark. And with Cody Ko recently being married and now having his first kid, I really don't know if the guy's really even gonna address any of the allegations simply because he doesn't have to. Like I said, the first set of allegations, there's no proof. There's nothing to back it. You're taking a story from Tana Mongeau. You know, take it as you will, but I don't think there's anything that can be said here to back any of it. There's no proof. There's no nothing. She just said it happened, and I feel like some of the fans are running with it thinking this is just all real, when in reality, we have no fucking clue if it's real. She could just be making up a stupid story. But as for the second story, maybe he should address something like this. Maybe he should talk about it, voice his opinion on it, something. I'm not too sure. I think it's a little scary that you are possibly friends with a guy who essentially and could have possibly R-worded a Duke student. It's just bad, okay? It's just simply bad, or at least participated in the acts of filming it. Maybe never actually engaged in the sexual act, but filming it is still pretty bad in itself. I don't think Cody should be the one being held extremely responsible for the acts of some other person that's his friend. That person should be the one to be bombarded with the hate, not Cody for some reason. But I do understand the reasoning for why people want to kind of get the full story from Cody so that they, you know, at least understand that he's not some bad guy, right? And at the end of the day, I don't think Cody's a bad guy. So far with all of these allegations, there's just really nothing to be said here. I think we should wait for possibly a response, maybe from Cody Ko, or maybe even Tana brings something to the table, like some evidence or something. Then we can start having a bigger conversation of the subject. But I think it's best to simmer down and wait until we see something. And if we don't see anything, then let it subside, because it is a nothing burger if there just isn't anything to back up the claim, okay? If there's nothing, then don't fucking talk about it, okay? It's pointless to talk about. I also completely forgot to mention the fact that this story broke a long time ago already. Like, people talked about this in the past, but surprise, surprise, this was never broken. The story never got big because, what do you know? There's no evidence, there's no proof, there's nothing. One of the clips I showed earlier, it was like her talking in a podcast, and it was kind of like low quality. That was a podcast where she kind of broke the news. This was a long time ago, and she edited that out of the podcast. For somebody who seems to hint at the fact that she was fucked by Cody Ko at the age of 17, I feel like hiding it makes zero sense. And on top of that, I also feel like it's extremely strange that there's just no proof. Why hint at it constantly, talk about it on random occasions, and just make it big on random occasions? I'm sorry, but I have a strong feeling this entire story is only being broken for the purpose of attention and fame, okay? Tana's been known for that type of behavior, and I'm not putting it past her to continue to keep doing it. Again, unless we have some sort of evidence or proof to show or provide that Tana was actually a victim of some sort of pedophilia, then I just can't back this story up. And I just can't seem to understand why so many YouTubers and why so many people in the audience and fans think that this is a story that you can run with simply because she said it once in a live show and once in a podcast a long time ago, and now all of a sudden it means it's real. Hate me if I'm wrong in the near future if something really does come out, but the reason why this story never blew up a long time ago is simply because there's no evidence, and so people forgot. And now is the same situation. It's blowing up a little bit, but it will most likely die down simply because there's no evidence. That's just how it is, right? If there's some nuance to it, if we see some evidence, then sure, sure, I'll come back to it. I'll talk about it. I'll even admit my fault for saying I don't think it's real. But at the end of the day, we haven't seen something. And since this is something that's been talked about since a long time ago, I really don't ever see an instant where this is actually going to be brought to light. But anyways, guys, I want to maybe hear what you guys have to say about the subject. And before I sign off, I'd like to just let you guys know that yes, my content is changing a little bit. I used to do a lot of extra edits, like putting that little TV screen in the background when I talk about things. I'm gonna start taking that away now because I want to make more time for making bigger videos and bigger projects, because it just takes more time to add all of these extra things. I know that it comes off as extremely lazy, but I want to make sure that you guys are getting interesting and fun content in the future, and so that I'm pumping out more content for you guys. So expect for possibly a little bit less effort, not too much of a difference. And my stills, I might take the stills away. I'm keeping them for now. If you guys don't like the stills, let me know. If you guys like the stills, let me know. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. And if you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, and click on the notification bell. And if you guys really love my channel and videos and want to show support to the channel, feel free to become a member. It starts at only $2 a month. I know, lower than most channels. And it comes with perks like special emotes for live streams, members only live streams, and just many more perks. But anyways, guys, I don't want to keep rambling on, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.